Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. Thanks for coming back. So, it is a gorgeous day today. Gorgeous Saturday. Having a really nice weekend. Very relaxing. Um, Looking forward to having some friends coming over this afternoon. They're going to join us for well, the kids might brave the cold water, but I'm sure the hot tub will get some use. So, we're going to have some fun with that. You can see over here, we've got some barbecue going and we've got the Traeger going. So, what are we up to today? Well, you might recall in the last video I mentioned that I want to do some game day appetizers. So we've got the Super Bowl coming up next weekend. Cheers, by the way. And I have a couple appetizers that I really like to eat at those kind of things, and so I'm going to share them with you. Today we are going to do a jalapeno popper stuffed with chorizo, cream cheese, and cilantro. Wrap that in bacon, smoke that in the Traeger, and oof, that is c'est magnifique. So I know you're going to enjoy that. You can see well, I don't know if you guys can see or not, but my channel uh, mascot is sitting with me, which is always appreciated. I think she's probably hoping a piece of bacon will drop down there. When I bring you guys back, I will show you what we are working with. And again, thanks for joining me for another recipe. And we are back. Okay, as you can see, I would say the star of today's show is, well, I think there's several stars, but we've got those jalapenos back there. We are going to half those. We're going to seed them, and then we're going to work on these other ingredients. You can see over here, we've got our chorizo. We're going to cook that in the cast iron over the charcoal. That's going to be really nice. We've got some bacon back there. That's ultimately what we're going to wrap everything with. Ooh, we've got that cream cheese there. That's sitting out here right now. That's getting all nice and soft. It's going to be great. We've got cilantro. I'm a big cilantro fan, so that's definitely going to go in there too. What we're going to do is we're going to start with this chorizo because that's going to take a while to brown. So I will bring you guys back and I will show you how we do that on the Weber. Okay, we are back. As you can see, we've got our cast iron pan on the coals there. That's heating up really nice. Let's get down some olive oil in that. Okay, about that much. And then we will get down this beautiful chorizo. Let's get that down there. Ooh, you like that sizzle, huh? All right, we'll get our spatula. Now we're just going to work this down. We want this to be pretty ground up. But so that's going to take probably, I don't know, like 5-10 minutes. But we are in no rush because it is the weekend and we are having some fun with this. It's so much fun cooking outside in this weather. We are just having unseasonably warm weather for February in California, but I'm not complaining. It is so much fun to do this kind of thing, and it's going to make for a great recipe. So, like I said, let's let that cook down. When I bring you guys back, we will cut up those jalapenos and then move on to the next step. Okay, be back in a bit. Okay, time to prep our jalapenos. First step, you're going to want to cut off that stem right there, and then we're just going to go right down the middle. Okay, this white part is where all of that spice is, so where a lot of the spiciness is. So for this dish, we do not want that in it, so we're going to scoop that out of there, just like so. Get those seeds out of there and such. You know, it doesn't need to be perfect, but do the best you can there. Use a little spoon. You could use a knife too. It just seems to work pretty well. Okay, perfect. Now we will do another one. I think you guys will get the idea after this. And then what we're going to do, be a little careful because you don't want to waste those jalapenos. If they crack, it kind of messes it up. So just take your time, get everything out of there, and that will be good. So that's what we're going to do with those jalapenos. Of course, with our cilantro up here, I'm just going to take a big bundle of that and give that a nice fine chop. And that is what's going to be blended in with our chorizo and our cream cheese to go inside those poppers. So, what I do, when I bring you guys back, I will show you how we blend all this together, how we are going to get that mixture into those jalapenos, and then we're going to get those puppies on the smoker. And we are back. You can see here, we've got our chorizo off the cast iron, off the grill. That's cooked really well. Let's start integrating our cream cheese into there. All right. Of course, we want this to be pretty well integrated into that, but it helps that everything is nice and warm, so it should be pretty easy to get that all mixed together. And what's going to happen here is once we do that, we are going to mix in our cilantro. Let's get that going. Okay. Got that cilantro in there. That's going to add a nice flavor for, especially for us cilantro addicts. So we're starting to start to integrate all that. And I've got kind of a creative way to get this mixture into or onto the peppers. What that is you can either use like a piping bag. In this case, I don't have a piping bag today, so I'm going to use a Ziploc bag, and I cut a hole at one end, one corner, and that way I can get all this really nicely onto those peppers before we bring them back and wrap those with bacon. So when I bring you guys back, I will have this in that Ziploc ready to put on those peppers, and we'll get that bacon on there and we will be good to go. It is time to stuff some peppers. So I've got everything into the piping bag here. So we are just going to squeeze a little bit of that into each one. I just find this works a little bit better, a little bit less messy. Get everything all evenly mixed in there. So keep going with that. This should be so good. Once we get those wrapped with the bacon, all that cheese is just going to melt on there. We're going to smoke those in the Traeger, and they are going to be very, very tasty. Okay, so we got a couple left, but that gives you guys the idea. Now I will show you how we're going to wrap these guys here. So we take a piece of our bacon here. All right, lay that there. Let's get the jalapeno on there. Get a little flap of that on there like that. We'll come back around like that. Just take your time. Get that nice bacon wrapped cream cheese chorizo pepper. So you can see how that works. And what that's going to do is when that bacon cooks, that is going to get all nice and crispy and brown on the outside and be extremely tasty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this up, and then when I bring you guys back, we will throw those on the grill. Okay, and we are back. So we've got our Traeger preheated to about 375. So we're just going to get some cooking spray on there to make sure everything doesn't stick. We'll get our beautiful poppers on there. Ooh, those are going to be so tasty. You can see the bacon really sticks well. It keeps all that filling in there, which is why you do it. And of course, you get the benefit of the bacon, which is awesome. So I would think these are going to need cooked for about 30 minutes or so, but you should check on them periodically. Just see if that bacon's getting all crispy. That's what you want. Take your time with it. Might have to turn it up a little bit. I find 375 works pretty good, but you do want that bacon to be nice and crispy on top. So you just got to let it take as much time as it needs. So we've got all of our poppers on there, and I will bring you guys back for that final cooked product. Okay, we are back. So got one of these poppers here. We're going to get this thing out right away. You got the crispiness of the bacon, creaminess on the inside, spiciness of the jalapeno. That is an A+ hors d'oeuvre. So check this out. Check out this recipe if you guys enjoy it. And like I always say, if you're not already, please subscribe, hit that like button, and hit that notification for future videos. We'll catch you guys in the next one.